Minecraft, Bedrock, and Java Edition have a lot of differences. If you've ever played either versions of the game, you will know how very different they feel and how very different the features are. Whether you're trying to decide which version of the game to buy or you just want to know which one is better, this video will hopefully clear that up for you. Here are 10 reasons why Bedrock Edition is better than Java. Let's go. Reason number 1 is, in my opinion, the most important reason, and that is performance. I am actually recording this video footage and the voiceover on my old Lenovo G50, which is definitely not a computer that stands out specs-wise at all. Despite this, I can still run Bedrock Edition on a pretty decent frame rate, usually about 70 frames per second. And on normal settings on Java Edition, I can only get around 15 frames per second. The main reason that Bedrock Edition is a much faster game to play in terms of frame rate is because Bedrock is actually coded in C++ as opposed to being coded in Java. C++ is a much faster coding language to run and does not take as much processing power as Java Edition. Of course, if you are playing on a much higher end device, such as a $1,000 PC rig, this frame rate difference probably won't affect you very much at all. But if you are like most people and you don't have an expensive gaming rig, Bedrock Edition is most likely going to perform far better on your computer than Java is. Reason number 2 is the Trident mechanics on Bedrock Edition. Now, normally I would put mechanics all in one big category on their own, sort of like their own features category, but Tridents are a very important feature that, in my opinion, deserve their own category. The reason for this is Trident Killers are a thing in Bedrock Edition and they are not in Java. Trident Killers are a very important game mechanic on Bedrock. They are a mechanic that allows you to actually kill mobs without having to do anything and get the experience and apply looting to the killing effect. Java Edition does not have this feature, and on top of that, it is actually a lot easier to get Tridents on Bedrock Edition than it is on Java, because on Java, only drowns that spawn holding a Trident will drop one, but on Bedrock, you can get a Trident from literally any drowned, including drowns that were originally zombies, which means that you can actually turn your zombie spawner into a Trident farm, which is very, very OP, and completely changes the mechanics of Bedrock Edition, in my opinion. Reason number 3 is the easy connection to your friends on Bedrock Edition. The account system that Bedrock uses is an Xbox-based system, so you can play the game with your Xbox account, which is free. And while the game itself isn't free, the Xbox account is, which makes it a lot easier to connect to your friends because you don't have to pay money to buy an account. It's also very likely that you already have an Xbox account if you play any kind of video games at all, so you can connect your Xbox account to your Minecraft game, making it much easier for you to play with friends and making your visibility, status, all those kind of things a lot easier to handle and manage. You can use Xbox's easy-to-use interface to connect to your friends on all different devices. This brings us to number 4. You can play the same game on your computer, on Xbox, on PC, on Nintendo Switch, and on your phone. You can connect to realms, multiplayer worlds, and servers, and you will still have all the same stuff because you are under the same account. Number 5 has to do with the bugs and glitches on Bedrock Edition. Now, you might be wondering, what do bugs and glitches have anything to do with how good the game actually is? And actually, bugs on Bedrock Edition are really fun. This is a little weird, but a lot of the bugs that are found on Bedrock Edition can either be used to your advantage or just used to play around and have some fun. All the bugs on Java Edition, however, typically are much more game hindering and make the game less fun to play, and it can make it more difficult to play the game. One of the most popular bugs/glitches that is on the Bedrock Edition is the Duplication Glitch. Now, I'm not exactly a criminal myself, but I know a lot of my viewers are, so this glitch can definitely be taken advantage of, although I don't recommend you do it. It could be a fun thing to play around with in single player worlds, but I mean, like, I wouldn't recommend you do this on realms or multiplayer because it's a little bit unethical, but at the same time, it's still sort of like a feature almost at this point on the Bedrock Edition, and it's really, really easy to use. And that's just one of the many bugs, sort of features hidden as bugs in the Bedrock Edition. There are lots more. Number 6 has to do with the mechanics on Bedrock Edition. What I'm talking about specifically is the fact that mobs are really, really dumb on Bedrock. If you try to fight a skeleton on Java Edition, the skeleton will actually walk back and forth, making it more difficult to hit, but a skeleton on Bedrock Edition stands in place and just shoots at you from where he's at. There are plenty of other examples about how smart the Java Edition mobs are and how dumb the Bedrock Edition ones are, and I'm not really going to go into too much detail about it, but just know that it's a lot easier to kill and also not be killed by the mobs in Bedrock Edition. If you're a new player, this is going to be a huge issue for you, so if you want to get started without having to worry too much about the mobs, I definitely recommend you go into Bedrock and set the difficulty on normal or easy, because spawning and a lot of other mechanics on that game mode make the game a lot easier to play. Number 7 has to do with the extremely easy way to download texture packs and maps on the Bedrock Edition of Minecraft. The same goes for add-ons and mods, of course. On Bedrock Edition, all you have to do to download a texture pack, a mod, add-on, whatever, world download is click one button. On Bedrock Edition, all you have to do is simply click the download button in the web browser and the file will instantly start running in Minecraft. So you don't even have to move files around in your computer, you don't have to configure things and get mods like Forge on Java, because on Java Edition it is actually much more difficult to install mods and add-ons well, there's not add-ons, they're called mods on Java, but it's a lot harder to get these things and texture packs and worlds. So if you're someone who's really into worlds, trying out texture packs and things like that, this ease of access on Bedrock Edition might be for you. Number 8 is a personal favorite for me, and it is Game Bar. On Bedrock Edition, there is a certain feature called Game Bar, which comes with Xbox, sort of. If you are a Minecraft YouTuber and you are trying to record YouTube videos, Game Bar actually makes it really easy. I wish I was sponsored by Xbox when I'm saying this, because it kind of sounds like I do, but I'm not. But if Xbox, you want to sponsor me, go right on ahead. Anyways, if you are a content creator such as myself, and you want to be able to record the game at a pretty decent frame rate, in fact, I'm actually recording it with Game Bar right now, you can use Game Bar to record your videos. Game Bar has a really easy interface and setup and all that kind of stuff, and in fact it actually also includes ways to connect yourself to your friends on Xbox. If I can show you a screenshot of what Game Bar looks like, and it's actually really cool. If you are looking for a simple and easy way to record your game, Game Bar is pretty much the way to go. It's what I used to record, and I definitely recommend it if you have not the greatest PC in the world, because mine is it's a pretty garbage PC, to be completely honest with you, and I can record at 60 frames per second with 1080p video quality. Reason number 9 to get Bedrock Edition rather than Java Edition is the Skin Creator. Bedrock Edition has a really cool feature called the Skin Creator, where you can actually make sort of an avatar of whatever kind of skin that you want. A lot of skin building websites and programs make it a little bit difficult to make skins, and honestly it can sort of be a tedious process because you have to individually paint every single pixel on your skin, which can be kind of annoying and can take quite a long time, especially if you don't really know how to make skins very well. It won't really turn out as well as you want it to. This is where the Skin Creator comes in. The Skin Creator is a feature that's only available on Bedrock Edition, and it allows you to create an avatar, like I said earlier, of your character. You can add whatever kind of like eye shape that you want and hair. You can even change the height of your character, which is actually kind of crazy. Of course, these features don't offer any actual practical use in the game. They're all merely cosmetic, but it is still a really cool feature to have and a great way to design your own personal unique skin whenever you want to. In addition to that, you can actually change your skin in the game in Bedrock Edition. This is not at all a feature on Java. Your skin is pretty much locked to your account, so if you want to change it, you have to go to the Minecraft website. On Bedrock Edition, your skin can change at any time you want it to. All you have to do is hit the pause menu and then go into the little profile player thing. I don't really know what it's called, but you can change your skin while you're playing the game, which is really convenient and also really cool. You can also get a free cape on Bedrock Edition with the Skin Creator. You don't have to be a Minecraft YouTuber to get a cape. It's really easy on Bedrock. Number 10, last but not least, this is for me actually the most important reason why you should buy Bedrock rather than Java, and that is the feel of the game. This one is a little bit harder to explain because if you haven't played both versions of the game, it's a little bit hard to tell like the differences between the two, because in YouTube videos they pretty much look exactly the same, and you have to actually look really carefully if you want to see the differences. But if you have had the opportunity to play both of the games, you will notice that they feel completely different. They actually feel like two completely different games. Personally, I prefer the feel of Java. There are lots of people that I know that actually prefer to play Bedrock Edition just because of the feel. They like the way it feels. They like the interface. They like the way the game feels when you're playing it. And I know this doesn't really make very much sense if you haven't played it, but trust me, they feel like completely different games. So it's probably better to try out the feel of Bedrock Edition first, in my opinion, because I feel like it's probably a better base to like ground yourself with, and then move on to Java if you have the opportunity to play both. But if you can't, it's probably best to go with Bedrock Edition just because it's sort of like a really cool grounding or basis to give you the feel of what Minecraft actually feels like. And then if you have the opportunity to later, you could definitely try out Java Edition and sort of test out which one you like better. But like I said, a lot of people prefer Bedrock Edition because of the way it feels. So yeah, that is my top 10 reasons why I think at least Bedrock Edition is better than Java. Of course, opinions will vary across different platforms. Different people will think differently of the game, but in my opinion, those are just the top 10 reasons why Bedrock is better. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which one is your favorite and why? People that are new to the game and trying to figure out which version they actually want to buy can go ahead and read the comments and see what other people think, what other people's opinions are, and maybe that will help influence their decisions. But with that is pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I want to thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Lay it down, let me see your hand. Show me what you got. You're always talking, but you're not playing. It doesn't match your face.